Long before Yuna became the calm and graceful summoner of legend, she was just a curious little girl with wide eyes and a heart full of questions. After the loss of her father, High Summoner Braska, she came to live in the island village of Besaid. The sea breeze was warm, the waves gentle, and the villagers were kind. But Yuna often felt like she came from a different world. She spent her days walking barefoot on the soft sands, collecting seashells, and watching the sky from the cliffs. Still, there was a quiet ache in her chest she didn't quite know how to name. And one day, after chasing a butterfly past the temple walls, she overheard two young boys arguing near the temple steps. "Waka, you always trip at that part," a cheerful voice laughed. "Do not! Last time was a fluke," came the reply. Yuna peeked around the corner and saw them. One boy with wild, spiky hair and an easy grin, and his older brother, who was taller and already wearing a blitzball headband. Yuna was about to leave quietly when another voice, calm and cool, chimed in. "Be quiet, both of you. You're going to disturb the monks." A girl stepped out from the shadows. Dark hair, arms crossed, violet eyes sharp and thoughtful. The boy with the blitzball headband noticed Yuna first. "Hey, little one, you spying on us?" Yuna blushed. "No, I just heard you talking." The dark-haired girl knelt down next to her. "You are Braska's daughter, aren't you?" Yuna nodded shyly. The spiky-haired boy grinned. "I'm Chapu. This is my big bro Waka. That's Lulu. Want to come see something cool?" He gestured toward the temple, and Yuna hesitated. She'd always been told not to go near the inner chamber, but curiosity sparkled in her eyes. Inside the temple, she felt a weight in the air, ancient and solemn. The walls glowed faintly, lit by gentle torches, and a scent of incense floated past. The Cloister of Trials loomed ahead, mysterious, sacred, and forbidden to those who weren't ready. "This is where summoners go," Lulu explained in a low voice. "To prove themselves. It's how they reach the faith and receive their first Aeon." Yuna's eyes widened. "My father, he did that, didn't he?" Waka nodded. "Yeah, he came out with Valifor. Strongest guy I ever saw. He smiled all the way through the trials, they say." "Even though it was hard," Lulu added. Yuna looked back at the door again. Something stirring inside of her. Something like longing, but deeper. "I want to do that someday," she whispered. "I want to be like him." Lulu smiled faintly. "Then you'll need to be strong. Stronger than any of us." "Even stronger than Waka?" Chapu teased. They all laughed, including Yuna. From that day on, they became her guardians before the title ever existed. Waka taught her how to swim and played blitzball, even if she never quite got the hang of it. Chapu told stories of faraway places, and gave her a necklace he'd made from shell fragments. Lulu guided her gently, teaching her all about Yevon, magic, and responsibility. Years later, when Yuna would walk into that same temple as a true summoner, cloaked in white and carrying the weight of Spira's hope, she'd remember that day. The laughter, the promise, the warmth of family, not by blood, but by bond. She'd remember Waka's easy encouragement, and Chapu's carefree grin, and Lulu's steady guidance. And she'd remember the new boy who came from the sea, like a dream made real. He hadn't been there back then, but somehow it felt like he had been. His presence wove into those memories now, his stubborn hope, his bright voice cutting through her doubts, his hand reaching for hers in the dark. He reminded her of Chapu in some ways. And as she stepped into the chamber of faith once more, she carried them all with her. And outside, the ocean whispered not of endings, but of beginnings, echoing with voices of those she loved, past and present, of the Aeons whose power she'd acquire on her pilgrimage, and of one who promised he'd find her again.